Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Welcome to your morning message. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what your jobs are for today. So first things first, we are on our class website. You are on the home page. You're going to come over here to our assignments tab. It is August 26th today, so I'm going to go ahead and click this blue button right here. And it is Wednesday, so we're going to click this button. And I'm going to scroll down and you're going to see we are in our virtual classroom. And as always, 8:40 hits, we are going to start our morning work. Our morning work is nouns. Remember, we've been working on nouns this entire week. So a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. And so we're going to continue working with nouns. And so for nouns today, you are going to be taking the nouns from yesterday's job. Remember, your job yesterday was to take the circles and drag them over the different nouns that were there. You're going to go ahead. Miss Lopez went ahead and she made the little text boxes for you of the different ones that were nouns on the list. What you're going to do now is you're going to take all those nouns, which again, thank you, Miss Lopez. Make sure you say thank you, Miss Lopez, because she went ahead and she did some hard work for you guys. She made your job a little bit easier. You're going to go ahead, you're going to take these text boxes. You're going to drag them. So, for example, you're going to take theater, and you need to tell me which category is theater going to fit under. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing? Or is it an idea? And you can see if you are paying attention. If you're being a scholar, you're being observant. If you're looking at our list, you can see that for idea, there's only 3 spots. For thing, there's 4 spots. For place, there's 5. And so you should not have more than 3 in the idea section. You shouldn't have more than 5 in the place section. So keep that in mind. That is a big scholarly tip for you guys while you're doing this assignment. So keep that in mind. And after your morning work, we have our Zoom at 9 a.m. Make sure you are there sharp. If you can come a couple minutes early, please do, so that way you are good to go and we can hit the ground running. Remember, before Zoom, you are using the restroom, you are eating breakfast, you are dressed, you are ready to go. I had a couple friends yesterday who were a little too tired and you were looking a little sleepy. You are awake, you are ready to go this morning. That's the expectation every day. You're treating this just like it is school, a normal day. So you are going to go ahead. You are up right now. You are ready to go for our Zoom. 9 a.m. sharp. We're going to be talking about number lines, and we're also going to be talking about the difference between rules and laws. And so you really want to make sure that you are available and you are here on time so we can get started. After our Zoom, you're going to go ahead. We have our IB icon right here. You're going to go ahead and click it. It's going to take us straight to a rule versus law sort. And so again, you see we have one section that is rules and one section that is laws. And so again, you're going to come over here. And if you're ever like, oh my goodness, like I want to kind of zoom out a little bit, remember you have this little magnifying tool. You can go ahead and click it and you can select the zoom out tool. And so that way you can kind of see it a little bit further out. So you're like, oh, okay, that's what I'm looking at. So you can go ahead and do that as well. So keep that in mind. And then if you want to, you can squeeze it in. You can press the magnifying glass and press it. Press your screen and it will zoom in for you. But what you're going to do basically is you are going to, after our discussion on Zoom, talking about rules versus laws, you are going to go through this list and you're going to look, you're going to say, oh, which one is a rule, which one is a law? And you're going to click, drag it into the spot that you think is the most appropriate. So keep that in mind. And then we're going to have a break. After your break, we're jumping into the prefix and suffix practice. Remember, this is something that needs to be done every day. This is a must do, not a can do. Must do meaning you have to do it. It's to help you with your decoding skills while you read, as well as your comprehension skills. So you're not only breaking down the words while you're reading, you're also thinking about the words that you're reading. So you're not only just breaking down the words, you're thinking about them. So this is to help with your decoding skills as well as your comprehension skills. So practice, practice, practice. Like I said, I will be testing you guys soon on this, and this is going to go on your grade and your report card. So keep that in mind. You're practicing this every single day. Make the time. It's a very short video. You can get it done. After your prefix and suffix practice, you are going to go ahead, you are doing your Farmersville reading now, and you're going to be talking about main idea. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to click your pencil. And remember, yesterday we had previously talked about main idea during our Zoom. So you're going to do a continuation of that and the continuation of your story, all different types of communities, all kinds of communities rather. And so you're going to go ahead, you have your text right here. Remember, Miss Walsh has inserted audio for you, so you can go ahead, you can listen to the story, and that's okay. And again, if you're like, I can't really read it, press your zoom tool and it will make it bigger for you so you can read. There are 2 pages, just like on Monday, so make sure you read both pages. And once you finish your 2 pages, again, more audio right here, you have your main idea ice cream cone. Ooh, just looking at this is making me hungry. So you have your main idea and your 3 details. Each box needs to be completed. Make sure you use your tips and tricks from our video to help you find the main idea. Remember, main idea, before we even started reading, we look at the title, we look at pictures. That is going to help us find our main idea. And then 3 details, your 3 details need to support or help your main idea, because without our main idea, this whole thing's going to fall apart, right? We talked about it. Kaylee yesterday said if we take that ice cream cone away, it's going to be a mess, right? Hot mess, ice cream's going to be everywhere. So keep that in mind. We need our main idea and our 3 details. And you can go ahead and you can press this YouTube icon right here and it will pop up with a hyperlink and it'll take you back to the main idea video if you have questions. So keep that in mind. After that, make sure you eat lunch. Again, I know Miss Lopez has said it before, and I 100% agree with her. Lunchtime is probably one of our favorite times. So make sure you eat, get some food in your belly, kind of recharge your mind so that way you are ready for the rest of your day. Place value practice, like I said, during our Zoom today, we are going to be talking about number lines. And so this will make way more sense once we get to it. But just to kind of review it really quickly and so you guys can come back for directions. You come back to this video for directions. You are going to have 10 number lines. Say that with me, 10 number lines. And you are going to look for the missing number on these number lines. And so we're going to, again, talk about it today. We're looking at patterns on our number line. And our patterns are going to help us find those missing numbers. And so you have all of these number lines, and then at the very bottom, you're going to see that Miss Lopez challenged you, which I think is so awesome, to make your own number line. And so you get to create your own pattern and create your own number line and make sure you fill in this box especially as well to make sure we find that missing value. But you're going to just click on all of these because you're making your own number line. And so all of yours will be different, and I can't wait to see the number lines you guys come up with. I'm really excited. So this is going to be for math today. And then lastly, we have iReady before your cleanup. And really quickly about iReady, I sent an email out yesterday afternoon. I went and I started looking at some of our iReady diagnostic results, and I noticed that a couple students were flagged. It shows me like a picture of a literal flag of some students who were rushing during their test. And so iReady is really cool because it will allow me to see, as I've mentioned before, if you're rushing through your test or if you're not trying personal best. And so, as I mentioned before, iReady is so important to take seriously during this diagnostic. I mean, you really should take school seriously in general, right? All of our assignments, you're like, Miss Walsh, I'm a scholar. I want to try personal best all the time. Yes, please do. With this diagnostic, it's also incredibly important, just like any of our other assignments, that you try personal best, because what iReady does is it makes assignments specific for you. And so if you are rushing through and you are not trying personal best, what's going to happen is you are going to be getting lessons that are like way below your level. I had a couple of friends who were rushing through, and I know the level that they were assigned wasn't accurate, and not only being flagged for for moving too fast, but then I also looked at their level and they were way lower than where they should be. And so I sent back tests to friends who were moving too fast to try again. With everything, I expect personal best effort. That's one of our essential agreements, which you guys agreed to, trying personal best. And so that means taking your time and going through. If you are on the reading section, that means you are reading the stories. This is not a timed test. No one is rushing you. You are trying your personal best. You are taking your time. You have all the time in the world to get this done. So please, please take your time. And that's going to be it for our day today. And again, just make sure you clean up, help your family clean up your area so that way we're not leaving a mess wherever we go. And that's going to be it for our day. I can't wait to see you guys at our Zoom and talk about number lines. All right. Bye, D1.